Hi, and welcome back to the Gilded Lily, where everything flourishes. Today we're talking about tomatoes and Mexican sunflowers. Now you're probably thinking, why am I showing you one seed in a seed bag? My mother brought that back from England and it only had one seed, but the plant has turned out beautiful. And now why I show you the Mexican sunflower is I love these long branches. They make great tools to use or wood to use to make a lovely arbor or support for tomatoes. And so I've made two different kinds, one that's freestanding and then one that goes in the tomato actual patch. So instead of a pumpkin patch, I have a tomato patch. So this is me chopping down the Mexican sunflower in the front of the yard. I have two plants. One in the back of the yard does much better in the shade, funny enough, and this one in full sun has never flowered. So I'm just taking down some straight limbs, and what's nice about this is that they're pretty straight and there's no twigs coming off the side or little branches. So they're pretty clean. So that's just me gathering a few of these. They are a bit tough to cut, but you can just twist your garden shears and off they come. So I'm going to get back to the back of the garden soon and I'll show you what we've done with these. Thank you for watching. So here we are back at the back of the yard, and I've made a trellis here. It's pretty elaborate and it only took me one afternoon, and I'll do a separate video of me making the trellis. So the tomato vine is growing up and it branched off in two directions, and you'll soon see the two directions. So I put one side on one trellis and then made another trellis, not so elaborate, for the other side. So it will be pretty clean when the tomatoes start growing, and hopefully nothing will eat them if they're that high up. So that was the support that I was using before. It wasn't the best support. It was just an old AC unit bracket shell, so it wasn't the best. So I transferred it. Now this is just me walking around to actually where I'm going to start the new tomato patch. I just thought we'd do a little mini tour. These are some Easter colors that I've just prepped for Easter coming up. Right now it's March the 12th here in the Cayman Islands. Back and enjoy the mini tour until we get back to the tomato patch. Just going to gather some of the tomato plants that we had sitting on the south side, hardening off, and you'll recognize this area from our very first video. So there I am, bringing it over to the tomato patch, as I'm calling it. So just, you've got to get your soil ready, and there's the framework that I have for the tomatoes to climb on eventually. So I'm going to show you that I've mixed together some three different things, to be honest. It's a vermiculite, perlite, and now this triple super phosphate, I believe it's called. So we're gonna mix that all together and prep the area for these lovely tomatoes to grow. Sit back and enjoy watching the preparation. I'm just spreading some organic waste from the kitchen, as tomatoes like to feed off of organic matter. And I'm also adding the 3 ingredients that was mixed together earlier in 2 rows like a trough, and then I will be using some landscaping fabric to spread across and doing little holes where the tomatoes go. So on the packet it recommends how far apart you do your tomatoes, so I suggest you read your tomato packet. My mother felt bad as she only brought 1 seed back from England, so she brought me another pack of seeds locally here in the Cayman Islands, and so I'm using those seeds. They originally came from Jamaica, and they said that they're really good to plant in the dry season. So let's find out, and I'll give you updates as they start growing. I did grow them towards the end of January, and this is where they're at right now. So let's just see what they will look like in about, they recommend 130 days of growth for a tomato comes on the plant. So let's see. Happy gardening, and thank you for watching The Gilded Lily, and we hope that you found this very inspiring. And there's all different fruits. This is a pomegranate, almost ready to pick, and enjoy your gardening. Thank you for watching.